With that, Senator Sanders.
Thanks very much, Mr. Chairman, for calling this important hearing. And I think the issues that I hope we can focus on is why in the richest country in the history of the world, 60% of our people are living paycheck to paycheck. Why today, Mr. Chairman, we have more income and wealth inequality than we have ever had in the history of this country. Why, roughly speaking, over the last 50 years, wages for American workers have been stagnant. You know, when I was a kid, one worker in a family. I grew up in a working class family. My dad worked, never made any money, but he was able to pay the bills, one worker. And now all over this country, if you're in the working class, very unusual if we don't have mom and dad both working and then worried about childcare and everything else. So we're living in a country where the people on top are doing phenomenally well, more wealth, more power than ever before. Working families struggle. And we got to ask, why is that? How did that happen? To my mind, one of the reasons is we have seen an attack on the working class, the likes of which we have never seen before. I happen to believe that if the middle class is going to grow in this country, we need a strong union movement. And I'm proud that I have perhaps a stronger record supporting unions as any member of the United States Congress. But today, as Jennifer Abruzzo will tell us, former attorney for the NLRB, if you are a worker out there, literally today, and you form a union, and your company says, sorry, we don't recognize it, there's no NLRB to go to, because the president has fired people, neutered the NLRB. So right now, it is literally, it's not impossible. Workers can organize independently, go on strike. They can do that. And I think maybe Sean O'Brien will have something to say about that. But for the average worker now, very hard. And you have some of the richest people in this country, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, who are trying to declare the NLRB unconstitutional, which gives workers very little support in their effort to form unions. So one of the things that I want to focus on is how we make it easier for workers to form a union. All over the world, if you have 50% or more of workers in a shop or in a factory or whatever, and they vote to form a union, they get a union. That's not the case in this country. You've got to go through all kinds of hoops. And Mr. Cochran, a member of the UAW at Volkswagen, will be talking about those struggles. Why are we the only major nation on earth not to guarantee paid family and medical leave? What happens when a kid gets sick at home? Worker has to make a choice. Do I lose my job or do I take care of my kid? Why are we the only major country? But Chairman talks about the president's pro-worker record. Well, I would simply say when you double healthcare premiums in a broken healthcare system for 20 million workers, that is not being pro-work. When you throw 15 million low-income working class people off the healthcare they have, Mr. Chairman, that is not exactly pro-worker, et cetera, et cetera. When you take away union rights to 500,000 workers, that is not being pro-worker. So there's a lot to discuss, Mr. Chairman. I thank you very much for calling this hearing.